So earlier we put in slideshows and we had links to multimedia presentations, or rather PowerPoints that had voiceovers. So now in this case, with this particular book, we've got another resource, which is right here. And these are files that also come with the CD and the DVD from the publisher for the instructor and the students. And so I've found a place where they're also posted online by the publisher. So I'm first going to copy the entire directory, and as I've done with the slideshows, add that to the course simply by editing the HTML block up here. So as you can see, I make a lot of use of the HTML block, even though that's not a standard. The HTML block itself is standard. However, using it this way I've not seen other than in my own work, but it's very easy to do because you can just build your own HTML page. So I'm going to call these sound bites files because that's what the publisher calls them. Sound bites list, and or maybe we should call it index, table of contents, something like that. I don't want the text to wrap, so I make a link here, paste that. Again, I'll have this open in a new window and save that, and then test it. I see sound bites index, I go there, and sure enough there's all of the sound bites. And then I'll close that, and now I'll go back to, there are two in chapter 1, questions to ask before you buy a computer and the history of the PC. So I can go to each one, or I can actually right click and choose copy shortcut, right? So I'll right click and choose copy shortcut. Again, that's called questions to ask before you buy a computer. I'll go here and add link to a file or website and questions to ask. In fact, it's easier to paste the URL first. That's an address, and then go and just copy the text like so, and we've got it there, and again we've got it there. Notice when I paste it in the summary it becomes a hyperlink, and I'm okay with that. Again, I'll choose new window, uncheck these options as I've done before, go ahead and save and return, and now that shows up here, and I'll move that up to the placeholder I had for the multimedia tutorials. I'll indent that, and then there's one more, which is the history of the PC. I'll copy that, come back and repeat the process. Actually, I'll show you another way to do it. We could just insert a label, and the label would do the same thing. We paste it, and I'll put a clarification, soundbite. And in this case, I can highlight this and check the link and have it open in a new window. Or I can even go into the HTML and edit it that way, right? So I could target, and this is kind of on the geeky side, but we could put new there. We save that, and once again I have to move it up. So notice that the way it displays is a little bit different. In other words, it's showing here as a direct link to an external site, whereas the other one is showing as a resource, and they should behave pretty much the same way, and we can test that. So here's the first one, opens up in a new window. We have the file and the navigation, and it starts to talking. On this one, we click, opens up in a new window, and the link is broken, and the reason is actually because when I copied it, I just copied this link, which is a relative link. So instead I'll open it, copy the whole link. This is history of the PC. Go back and fix that. Copy that. So it takes a little tweaking to get it just right. Paste, new window, OK, save and return. So when we do it as a label, we have a little less control over the window controls. So we're opening up in a full browser, you see, with the menus and everything. Otherwise it behaves pretty much the same. Whereas the other one, I've got it opening in, sorry, this is the wrong one. Yeah, that's the right one. I've got this opening, and notice there are no menu options. So this is a little bit cleaner from the viewing perspective, and notice the window is pretty much the size we want. We could make it a little bit bigger to get rid of this menu. So there you have it.